Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
Roman Reigns was a part of WWE SmackDown this week. Now, there's a critical update on his future. The star has been a part of very few WWE shows over the last few months. He only returned at the Madison Square Garden show after the Royal Rumble. Fans have had very little chance to see him in action in any shape or form. Now, though, that is changing. He was present on tonight's episode of SmackDown, where he confronted CM Punk and Seth Rollins while also dealing with a possible betrayal by Paul Heyman. This won't be the last time that fans see him, either. Now, 3 more dates for Roman Reigns have been confirmed so far in a critical update on the star's immediate future. Given his usual absence, this is an unusual number of dates for the star in a row. The next 3 appearances for Reigns will be on next week's episode of SmackDown, the SmackDown after that on April 4th, as well as the April 7th episode of Raw. These appearances are confirmed at this time. In addition, more appearances are expected before the show, but those are yet to be confirmed. Roman Reigns should definitely appear on the shows before WrestleMania. The March 21, 2025, episode of WWE SmackDown, broadcast from the Unipol Arena in Bologna, Italy, delivered a seismic shift in the landscape of professional wrestling. The night's events culminated in the announcement of a monumental triple threat match at WrestleMania 41, featuring Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. This development not only promises an electrifying showdown but also signifies a pivotal moment in Roman Reigns' illustrious career. The road to WrestleMania 41, a triple threat of epic proportions. The closing segment of SmackDown was nothing short of cinematic. Roman Reigns, accompanied by his special counsel Paul Heyman, made his commanding entrance, exuding the aura of the OTC, the only tribal chief or the original tribal chief, a moniker he adopted upon his return at SummerSlam 2024. His presence was soon met by the arrival of CM Punk and Seth Rollins, each bringing their unique brand of intensity to the ring. The tension escalated rapidly, culminating in a chaotic brawl that left the WWE Universe in a state of frenzy. This confrontation set the stage for WWE's Chief Content Officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, to officially announce the triple threat match for WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. This match is more than just a collision of 3 of WWE's most prominent figures, it's a convergence of intertwined histories and rivalries. Reigns, Punk, and Rollins have shared the ring in various capacities over the years, but never in a scenario as combustible as this. The anticipation for this encounter is palpable, with fans and analysts alike speculating on the potential outcomes and their ramifications for the future of WWE. Roman Reigns' evolving role, from SmackDown sovereign to Raw luminary. In a strategic move to bolster WWE's flagship programming, reports indicate that Roman Reigns is set to make more frequent appearances on Monday Night Raw in early 2025. This decision aligns with Raw's transition to Netflix, marking a significant shift in WWE's broadcasting landscape. While Reigns will maintain his affiliation with the SmackDown brand, his increased presence on Raw underscores WWE's intent to leverage his star power to attract a broader audience to the streaming platform. This development raises intriguing questions about Reigns' future trajectory. Historically, he has been the cornerstone of SmackDown, leading the Bloodline faction and asserting his dominance as the tribal chief. His expanded role on Raw could signal a new chapter in his career, offering fresh rivalries and storylines that could redefine his legacy within WWE. The Bloodline saga, a family divided. The internal dynamics of the Bloodline have been tumultuous, to say the least. Following Reigns' voluntary withdrawal from the 2024 WWE Draft, Solo Sikoa seized the opportunity to usurp leadership, declaring himself the new tribal chief. This led to Reigns' temporary exile from the faction he once led with an iron fist. However, his return at SummerSlam 2024 under the OTC persona marked the beginning of a fierce power struggle within the family. The ensuing months have been characterized by a series of confrontations between Reigns and Sikoa, each vying for supremacy within the Bloodline. This familial feud adds a layer of complexity to Reigns' upcoming WrestleMania match, as the outcome could have profound implications for the future of the faction. Will Reigns reclaim his position as the undisputed tribal chief, or will the internal discord lead to the faction's dissolution? Hollywood aspirations, Reigns ventures beyond the ring. Outside the squared circle, Roman Reigns has been expanding his horizons into Hollywood. Following his championship loss at WrestleMania 40, Reigns embarked on a hiatus to pursue film projects, signaling a potential transition to mainstream entertainment. His involvement in the upcoming heist comedy Good Fortune, alongside industry heavyweights like Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen, showcases his ambition to establish a foothold in the film industry. This venture into Hollywood not only diversifies Reigns' career but also enhances his marketability, potentially attracting new audiences to WWE. However, it also raises questions about his long-term commitment to wrestling. As he balances his responsibilities within WWE and his burgeoning acting career, fans are left to wonder how much longer Reigns will remain an active in-ring competitor. The WrestleMania 41 implications, a career-defining moment. The triple threat match at WrestleMania 41 represents a critical juncture in Roman Reigns' career. A victory could reaffirm his status as the preeminent force in WWE, potentially leading to a unification of his roles across both Raw and SmackDown. Conversely, a loss, particularly if he is not the one pinned or submitted, could serve as a catalyst for further character development or even a temporary departure to focus on external projects. Moreover, the match's outcome could influence the power dynamics within the bloodline. A triumphant Reigns might consolidate his leadership, quelling internal dissent and restoring order. Alternatively, a defeat could embolden factions within the group, leading to further fragmentation and compelling storytelling opportunities. Fan engagement, the pulse of the WWE Universe. The WWE Universe has been abuzz with speculation and excitement following the SmackDown announcement. Social media platforms are rife with discussions about potential match outcomes, storyline implications, and Reigns' future. This heightened engagement underscores Reigns' significance to WWE's narrative fabric and the investment fans have in his character arc. As WrestleMania 41 approaches, the anticipation continues to build. The event promises not only to showcase the culmination of long-term storytelling but also to potentially redefine the careers of its key participants. Roman Reigns involved in a huge fight after SmackDown went off the air, another WWE star forced to leave with security. Roman Reigns made his return to WWE SmackDown last night, appearing in Bologna, Italy, as the build to WrestleMania 41 officially began for him. It was an eventful outing for the OTC, who got physical as the show was coming to a close. The main event segment of SmackDown saw Reigns revealing why he attacked Seth Rollins and CM Punk on WWE Raw last week. He wanted to screw the Second City Saint and tried to kill the Visionary. Both superstars promptly came out, leading to a brawl between the three of them. SmackDown went off the air with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins all fighting, with WWE officials and security guards coming between them. The company's official YouTube channel has released unseen footage of what happened after the show. The fight between Reigns, Rollins, and Punk got even more intense. At one point, it seemed like the best in the world was about to leave through the crowd, only for him to return to ringside and continue brawling with the Architect. Seth Rollins was eventually made to leave up the ramp, flanked by security. This was among the most chaotic scenes in WWE all year. A triple threat match has officially been announced for WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns will take on CM Punk and Seth Rollins in Las Vegas. The Blue brand had just delivered one of the most explosive episodes of WWE SmackDown in recent memory. The energy inside the sold-out arena was electric, the crowd still buzzing from the shocking events of the night. The main event had seen Solo Sikoa lead the Bloodline against a team of top babyfaces, but it was what happened after the cameras stopped rolling that had the entire WWE Universe talking. As the show officially ended, fans who stayed behind witnessed Roman Reigns making an unannounced appearance, only for the situation to descend into pure chaos. The Tribal Chief returns, unfinished business with the Bloodline. Roman Reigns had been absent from WWE television for weeks, watching as Solo Sikoa seemingly took the reins of the Bloodline. The addition of Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu had made it clear, Solo was running things now. But for Reigns, who ruled WWE for over 3 years as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, that didn't sit well. So when his music hit after the show ended, the entire arena erupted. Fans who had assumed he wouldn't be there were now on their feet, screaming as the once dominant head of the table made his way down the aisle, dressed in street clothes but looking like a man on a mission. Standing inside the ring was Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu, seemingly discussing their match from earlier. But the moment they saw Reigns, the mood changed. Roman took his time entering the ring, locking eyes with Solo, who stared him down without a shred of fear. The tension was so thick it could be cut with a knife. "You think you can replace me?" Roman growled, stepping directly into Solo's face. The mic in his hand wasn't even necessary, his words were felt across the arena. Solo didn't move, but Tama Tonga and Jacob Fata tensed up. "This ain't your table no more, Oos," Solo responded, his voice calm but filled with malice. That was all it took. All hell broke loose. A brawl that shocked the WWE Universe. Roman threw the first punch, blasting Solo across the jaw with a stiff right hand. Solo staggered back, but Jacob Fata lunged at Reigns like a wild animal, tackling him to the mat. The crowd gasped as the two men rolled across the ring, throwing wild punches. Tama Tonga and Solo jumped in, attacking Reigns together. The numbers game was too much, but Roman refused to go down easy. He fought off Tama, shoving him through the ropes, then cracked Jacob Fata with a Superman punch. But Solo was waiting. Samoan Spike. Reigns collapsed, coughing and clutching his throat. The Bloodline's new leader stood tall, but before Solo could celebrate, a familiar face stormed the ring, Jey Uso. Jey, who had left SmackDown months ago after refusing to deal with the Bloodline's drama, was back. And he wasn't alone. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens rushed out behind him, leading an all-out war inside the ring. Security forced to intervene, one superstar escorted out. As fists flew and bodies crashed into the barricades, WWE security stormed the ring, trying to separate the chaos. The brawl spilled out into the crowd, with Jacob Fatu and Kevin Owens fighting into the stands, while Jey Uso and Solo brawled near the announce table. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns, battered and furious, got back to his feet. He locked eyes with Tama Tonga, then blindsided him with a spear that shattered the timekeeper's area. The fans lost their minds as the fight refused to die down. Eventually, security managed to restore order, but WWE officials made a shocking call: one superstar had to be escorted out of the arena. And that superstar was none other than Jey Uso. Jey, still trying to get to Solo, was physically dragged away by WWE officials and security guards. He fought against them, yelling, "This ain't over, Us." But it was clear that WWE higher-ups wanted him gone before things got even worse. Roman, Solo, and the Bloodline watched as Jey was forcibly removed from the building. Reigns wiped blood from his lip, looking around at the destruction before stepping over the ropes and walking away. The message was clear: he wasn't finished with the Bloodline yet. What's next for Roman Reigns and the Bloodline? With Roman now back in the picture and Jey Uso getting involved, SmackDown's Bloodline civil war is reaching dangerous levels. Solo Sikoa is holding his ground as the new leader, but with Reigns back in the fight, how long can that last? And with Jey Uso getting escorted out, is he about to be permanently banned from SmackDown? Or was this just the first shot fired in an even bigger war? One thing is for sure, this Bloodline drama is far from over.